Is the half-moon shape on your palm anything you've ever paid attention to? Were you aware that it could hold profound spiritual significance? Discover the hidden meaning of this mark and how it may relate to your faith and personal development in this video. Envision yourself having a revelation about how a tiny object on your hand can have an impact on your life that you could never have predicted. As you continue to watch, you become nearer to age-old knowledge that can illuminate your path, calm your mind, and provide fresh insight into your own experiences. Asking questions or wanting to know more about the signals your body sends? If so, this video is for you. Take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below before we move on. I draw in healing energies and new enlightenments. Join me in attracting positive energy and blessings into our life. In Buddhism in particular, the half-moon imprint on the palm is an interesting but often overlooked physical feature with deep symbolic significance. For many, this mark represents more than meets the eye. It is a spiritual symbol that may shed light on significant parts of one's life story. Half-moons and other distinguishing marks on the hand have long been thought to represent a special connection to spiritual energy or a duty that goes beyond this world. According to folklore, hands have long been linked to fate and the afterlife. Every line and mark on a Buddhist's palm is considered very significant since the palm is a reflection of the soul. If you see a half-moon, take it as a sign that you are at a crossroads in your life where you have the opportunity and necessity to develop your spirituality. By drawing attention to the physical cues our bodies provide us, this mark encourages introspection and the search for deeper understanding on the path to enlightenment. One possible interpretation of mark's presence in relation to the law of cause and effect is that it represents particular karma resulting from previous deeds that are impacting the current comprehension. By seeing that one's present difficulties are a part of a greater process of spiritual growth and learning, this indication can aid one in overcoming them. For some Buddhists, mark might be a call to enlightenment. The half-moon can be a continual reminder of the path to enlightenment and inner peace in Buddhism, as it represents the importance of remaining conscious and connected to a higher purpose in life, of aligning one's thoughts and deeds with spiritual principles, and of awakening to the true nature of reality. The half-moon mark on the palm has profound symbolic meaning, signifying the meeting point of the material and spiritual realms. This seemingly little mark is actually a window into a person's dormant spiritual potential. It indicates that this unique individual has an innate affinity for the flow of cosmic energy and a spiritual sensitivity that distinguishes them from the crowd. Some signs of this sensitivity include an early predisposition to seek spiritual solutions, a high level of intuition, or an inherent talent for understanding people on a deeper level. As a Buddhist, you should take heart in the half-moon because it represents the possibility of enlightenment and the inevitable journey into the depths of your soul and mind. In Buddhism, the half-moon mark is also linked to the idea of spiritual purity, which is very important to the heart. As the moon has long been associated with innocence, wisdom, and peace, a half-moon on a person's palm can be a sign that their spirit is untarnished and unencumbered by the worldly concerns that might obscure their spiritual vision. Possibilities for this innocence include good deeds from previous lifetimes and the accumulation of positive karma. Those who bear this sign may be drawn to contemplative activities, acts of service to others, and spiritual disciplines that help purify the soul. For better or worse, they have a reputation for being peacemakers who want to help everyone around them find inner harmony. In addition, many Buddhists see the half-moon on a palm as a symbol of divine protection. Some people think that if they feel a particular way, it's an indication that they're being protected from harm by spiritual entities or positive energy. One possible use for the half-moon is as a natural talisman, signifying that the wearer is safe from harm. Those who recognize and treasure this mark feel a sense of security and assurance, knowing that a higher power is guiding them on their spiritual journey. This protection can take many forms, including the ability to avoid dangerous situations or the strength to overcome adversity with uncommon fortitude. In Buddhism, the concept of enlightenment is strongly tied to the pre-waxing half moon, which symbolizes the progression from spiritual ignorance to enlightened insight. If you have this mark, you may have times of revelation where you learn a great deal about the causes and ways to end the suffering in the world. As a result, thus, mark is a continual reminder that enlightenment is more like a journey than a destination. Both mindfulness and compassion. The half moon has deep roots in Buddhist teachings on karma. Having the mark could mean that you've done good deeds in this or past lives, and now you're enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is known as positive karma. The half moon can be seen as a sign that the person is in a favorable life cycle, where they are able to overcome challenges relatively easily and make spiritual progress supported by virtue and merit. This is because positive karma is seen as energy that attracts favorable experiences and situations, which aids the individual's spiritual path. Buddhists see the half moon as a call to enlightenment, and being aware of this good karma can encourage people to keep doing good things, which in turn brings good fortune. The half moon, like all the other signs on the body, suggests an openness to deeper, more meaningful activities like meditation, and every sign offers a chance to contemplate and take action. Lead to meditative states. This can entail committing oneself to a life of selfless service or engaging in rigorous spiritual study. This mark is not merely a symbol, it is a call to actively seek out and develop one's spiritual potential. Those who bear this sign may be compelled to seek answers to profound questions about existence and the cosmos, devoting themselves wholeheartedly to the pursuit of knowledge. Seeing the half moon in this way is like having a spiritual compass that points you in the direction of enlightenment, serenity, and the sacred. Although it may seem like an easy task, paying close attention to the nuances is essential for correctly interpreting the half moon symbol on the palm. In most cases, you can see this mark as a distinct curve or tiny arch at the flechium, or Mount of Venus, on the base of your thumb. Its size, color, and transparency can all change, and it might be quite subtle or rather noticeable. The half moon could be hardly noticeable in some persons, but clearly obvious in others. Keep your cool and carefully examine this mark, ideally in a variety of lighting settings, to make sure you're getting every detail. Also, remember that the mark might be on either hand, and that its placement could be slightly different depending on which hand it appears on. Mark has to know the exact location and features of the half moon in order to interpret it within the Buddhist framework. The mark on your dominant hand can be a sign of things happening in your life right now, such how you're dealing with spiritual experiences on your non-dominant hand. The half moon, it's possible that your karma or inherent spiritual attributes from previous lives are reflected in the half moon. Another factor that could affect how the mark is understood is its size. A smaller half moon may indicate a more subtle or latent spiritual potential or karma, while a bigger one could indicate a greater spiritual potential or more prominent karma. Because it can show you how this energy plays a part in your life, the mark's clarity is vital. If you're going through a time of change or confronting some serious obstacles, the half moon on your palm could be a sign that you have the spiritual guidance you need to get through it. It could also be a sign that you need to step up your spiritual game and keep evolving on your path to enlightenment. In Buddhism, karma, the law of cause and effect, is based on both our present and past deeds. Marks on the palm are a physical representation of this karma, suggesting that our choices and actions in previous lives determine our futures. The nature of the karmic energy at work and its influence on present experiences can be better understood with the help of this mark. In Buddhism, the half moon represents a person's life's goal and their spiritual purpose, and it also implies a close relationship with fate. There is a belief that every person has a spiritual responsibility or dharma to accomplish in this life. If you see a half moon, it could mean that you have a specific mission to teach, heal, or be a spiritual leader. Following this calling and bringing one's daily acts into harmony with this greater power are both emphasized by this mark, which should be worn at all times. With this realization comes the opportunity to reflect on one's actions and ask oneself if they are in harmony with one's dharma. On top of that, the half-moon mark can represent harmony between current and previous deeds. Beyond this life, it serves as a reminder to live mindfully and intentionally, making sure that our deeds are positive and in harmony with our spiritual principles. Past lives' karma may have laid the groundwork for what we are experiencing now, but our present moment choices also determine our future. The half-moon can be seen as a symbol of continuity, showing that life is a cycle of cause and effect. At some point in our spiritual path, the results of the karma we've created via our choices will become apparent. The concept of karmic purification is another important facet of the half-moon's connection to karma. To eradicate the bad karma that has built up over many lifetimes, Buddhists adhere to a set of rituals. In Buddhist thought, the half-moon represents a person's predetermined life path. However, we don't see fate as an immutable thing, but rather as a series of choices shaped by our choices and intentions. The half-moon can be a sign that certain chances or challenges are about to come into your life, which can help you grow spiritually. These could include meeting spiritual gurus, overcoming big obstacles, or taking on a significant position in your community. A person can better prepare for these occurrences and face them with wisdom and clarity if they recognize the mark and grasp its meaning. The half-moon on the palm, like the phases of the moon, can symbolize hope and spiritual rejuvenation. The half-moon mark can be a sign that the wearer is going through a spiritual rebirth or transformation. For people who are struggling, this may be a sign that things are about to change and that a fresh start is just around the corner. For individuals who find the half-moon mark on their palms and are interested in its spiritual significance, this interpretation can be a source of comfort and inspiration. It reminds them that life's cycles are constant and that, similar to the moon, they have the power to reinvent themselves and continue their spiritual journey with a fresh perspective and renewed strength. To cultivate this energy and gain a deeper comprehension of its symbolic meaning, Buddhists can follow a set of rituals. Those with this mark may find that meditation, a core Buddhist practice, has a profound impact on their lives. Meditation on the half-moon might help one tune into the subtle energy it represents. In addition to meditation, you can open spiritual pathways and see areas of karma that require additional effort in this life by concentrating on the mark and seeing it as a dot or energy in your palm. Following the teachings of this mark can lead to a more profound investigation of who you are and your role in the cosmos, as well as to the discovery of other, more profound spiritual practices that can change your life for the better. Mantras are an integral part of Buddhism. While the half-moon does not spell down your fate in stone, it does reveal some interesting energies that are playing a role in shaping your life at the moment. Knowing that your choices affect your karma and the progress of your dharma allows you to make more deliberate choices that are in harmony with your spiritual mission. The realization of this mark ought to motivate you to embrace spiritual disciplines that feed your spirit and offer serenity, unity, and understanding. If you want to grow spiritually and personally, the best way to do it is to live in accordance with Buddhist teachings and incorporate these insights into your everyday life. It is time to put your newfound knowledge of the half-moon mark's significance in Buddhist teachings into practice in your daily life. Think about using some of the techniques we covered, such meditation mantras, mindful study of sacred texts, practice active gratitude and compassion every day. Not only will these routines help you feel more connected to your spiritual side, but they will also make the world a better place overall. Never forget that enlightenment and personal fulfillment are the results of continuous spiritual growth. Even the smallest of steps draws you closer to them. Finally, don't forget to let others in on this trip with you. If you found the half-moon explanation helpful, you may want to think about passing it on to someone else. Buddhism teaches that enlightenment is for the benefit of all creatures, not just yourself. Both your personal practice and the collective spiritual elevation can be enhanced via the sharing of your insights and the encouragement of others to pursue their own spiritual paths. Please don't forget to hit the like button before we end. Please subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any more videos like this. We can fortify our community and disseminate even more spiritual wisdom with this. Feel free to express your openness to spiritual understanding and personal improvement in the comment section below. By doing this, you can enhance your connection with the universe and draw positive energies to yourself.